My name is Makanaka Kaondera. This project started off, it was a brainchild of my husband. He was inspired by his background and by his friends. So he educated me on the benefits of doing a home project and the benefits of a roadrunner project versus other kind of chicken projects. So I bought into the idea. We started off in July last year, and it has been an interesting road. It has been an interesting journey. We basically started with 100 chicks. My husband bought the chicks, brought them home, and we started taking care of the chicks. And after 6 months, the chicks started laying eggs, and we started going to the hatchery and producing chicks until we were able to buy our own homemade incubator. And we're in the process of trying to fix our second incubator. It created employment for me because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and we've got 2 kids. There's an age difference of 1 year, so they all need Pampers, they all need everything that a baby needs. We are able to sustain even ourselves with that income from those chickens. When my husband is away, I feed the chickens and I wash the utensils, and I sometimes clean the fowl run, and I receive customers, those that want to get their eggs hatched, those that are buying chicks, and some people just come to really understand and see if they want to consider such a project. I also attend to such people. We buy those vegetables that are not really good for human consumption, but they're good enough for, like those offcuts we buy them, we cut them, and we give them to the chickens so that they are able to also get some greens. My husband often grows some maggots. I'm yet to understand how to really catch the skill, but he grows some maggots and we give them to the chickens. Because our space is small, that's why we have to buy vegetables and to grow some maggots. Because if we had a bigger space, we'd let them go into the wild and catch insects and would let them go into a bigger space where they could get other foods other than what we give them. It's a good project because it allows you to be a full-time housewife and take care of everything, and at the same time you are also getting some income. And one major thing this project helped us is the birth of our second child. It was a cesarean section and we had many expenses. It was not a difficult situation because we had chickens, so we didn't have to go around borrowing money, or we didn't have any hospital debts. We were debt free after that situation. It was something that took me a little bit of time to understand, but eventually I bought into the idea, and as the project progressed, I got more light and I got to love it more. My husband had amassed enough information to be able to sustain us to carry on doing the project in spite of some of the difficulties. He always makes sure he has enough data. I see him Googling, I see him watching videos, I see him asking people. He is networked with many other farmers. Make the best with what you have. Don't sit down and dream that one day we're going to have a $5,000 check and we are going to make it one day. What you have right then, the little space that you have, the knowledge that you have, that income you are getting can actually be multiplied. So being a stay-at-home mom is not like a disease. You can really do something good.
My name is Makanaka Kaondera. I stay in Chitungwiza, unit O. Yes, I'm doing backyard poultry farming. These are roadrunner chickens, and I'm specializing with one breed called Black Astrolog. Yes, so basically how I started this project is, maybe I would say it was motivated by the hardships that are in the country at the moment. Besides the fact that I also have a passion for livestock farming, but actually even pressures at home actually motivated me to do the project. So I ran this project myself and my family, that is my wife, and I have two small kids. So basically what we do is we keep a small flock of chickens. Like currently the ones that are behind me, I have just about 22 hens and some few cocks there. So what I do is I breed these chickens. From the 22 hens that I have, I just have a target of picking about 18 eggs per day, which translates to about 2 crates in every 4 days. Okay, so every 4 days, if I get 2 crates, I hatch them. I have an incubator that I hatch the eggs, which then means in every 4 days, if I'm producing 2 crates of eggs, then means that in every 4 days I have a minimum of about 50 chicks every 4 days, and then I sell the chicks. So this project I mainly do just for income generation. So my income I generated from selling the chicks from these chickens. So basically that is what I'm doing, and yeah, it's not much of a work because I just keep a very small flock of birds, and it produces enough for me and my small family, which I actually managed to send my kids like to a decent, the decent creche. I actually managed to, my wife is at college, and actually pay the fees from this small flock of chickens. Also, because I got an opportunity of, I have an incubator, which I used to hatch my chicken, but it's too big for my use. So I actually hatch for the other people around who do backyard poultry farming at a small fee, which also helps me to generate income from those other farmers that I hatch for. And also, I think it adds up in increasing production of these. This project is, how do I say, it's very cheap to start. I wouldn't want to hear anybody saying maybe I can't do this because I don't have money to start. And so a roadrunner project, it's not about an issue of numbers, but it's an issue of quality. You know, like if you do the maths, I'm selling, like at the moment, I'm selling a day-old chick at 80 cents to $1. So if I'm selling it at 80 cents, for you to get 10 chicks means you need only $8. So if you get I think $8 is not that hard to get if you really want to start a business. So with $8, you can get 10 chicks. With those 10 chicks in if you keep them in about 5 to 6 months, you're now getting eggs from them. So at 10 chicks, let's say you are getting let's say you got about 6 hens from those 10 chicks, which means you need just 1 cock from them. So with those 7 chickens, you can pick 5 eggs each and every day. And if you pick 5 eggs in each and every day, it means in 6 days you can fill a crate of 30 eggs. And if you hatch that crate of 30 eggs, you can get about a minimum of 20 chicks. And if you'll be doing that every week, you are selling 20 chicks every week, you're selling 20 chicks every week. And I think if each and every youth that doesn't have anything to be doing, if they try that, I think our environment will be better. If they can try that. This is a very simple project to be doing, and you won't be only selling the chicks. With this Roadrunner project, like in the urban setup where we stay, you can actually sell manure from this chicken, because many people, they do backyard gardening. You can sell the eggs for people to eat. You can sell the eggs as fertilized eggs, because if you have these roadrunner chickens with the cocks, the egg that is produced is capable to produce a chick. So that crate of eggs, for example, here we sell it at $8, because it's different from that one that you buy it for eating, as table egg. So you can actually sell fertilized eggs and do not produce chicks. Or if you want to produce chicks, then you sell the chicks. Or you can keep the chicks to grow to a point that they are suitable to be eaten. You can sell meat. You know, this is we sell it, we call it, this is organic meat, right? And the demand is high. It fetches a higher price on the market when it's sold as meat. It's expensive, it's more than broilers. So you can actually produce this and sell meat. Like, for example, the way I was thinking it when I was conversing with the other youth. Guys, look, here we have OK, we have TM. OK and TM, they want roadrunner meat. If you go to any OK and TM and around, if you look for roadrunner meat, you won't find it in there. It doesn't mean that they don't want it. They want it, but they don't have anyone to supply them in the quantities they need. So for me, I take that as an opportunity. If anybody is capable, is a good piece of land, is capable to keep these chickens in numbers and produce meat, the market is very ready. Is in short supply. Because people at the moment, they are now running away from broiler meat and those other exotic breeds. They are now going for these organic chickens for health purposes. But it's in scarce. It's in scarce. So I think for other youth, that's what I would advise them is to try this roadrunner project. It's a very easy project. You can actually do other things in life whilst doing this. For my example, I am a mechanical technician and I'm going to work, but still I keep the chickens, and they're an income generating project for me. The challenges that I face from day-to-day basis, like, well, as I said, we are in Chitungwiza. These chickens, they need water, and it has to be clean water. And you know, in Chitungwiza we have had it, I think it is a perennial problem. It's been for a while. We have a challenge with the running water from the taps. And also, as I said before, that I'm now incubating my eggs from using an incubator. They're no longer using the chickens to breed their eggs. So we have been having a challenge with the electricity to power our machines for incubation.